Morning.
We went live a little earlier than usual, but that's because I saw backseat driver in the chat. And you were first. Congratulations. Let's see, I've got to go towards you a little. Something is weird about our setup today. I can't quite figure it out. Usually I don't see so much of like that corner of my room. But if I tilt it the other way, I see the door. And it's just, I don't know, something seems like the furniture got moved around in the chaos of homeschooling or distance learning. Good morning to you, Luke. Morning, CFAP. How you doing, man? I got a couple of AOKs to open up this morning for the girls. I should say you got a couple of AOKs. Kate's eating her egg sandwich. Shout out to all you guys having breakfast right now. Although I guess it's almost noon, so maybe some people are starting lunch back east. Maybe Kachun's getting ready for some lunch. I think Dave always says he's working in the yard when he listens to this show or something. So maybe he's out in the front yard or backyard working. I'm a big egg sandwich fan, so I tend to make them once a week. Charlie's less interested. But Kate likes them. Enough.
What?
We got 2 AOKs. One from Carolina Chris 26 and one from Dayymares, my fellow Dungeons and Dragons playing buddy. And so we're going to try to open those things. Maybe Charlie will wake up during that time. I don't know. We have to water outside. There you go. See? I knew it. Good morning to Steve. Captain Comics, how you doing? That Thor exclusive go out before? It did not. It did not. No, I've been locked down, I think, longer than most. It's been about a month. So I haven't gone out and done anything. But it gives me time to curate something a little better than a couple of comics for you. So that's my plan. A package to you from me that's like part for McD and part for you. And at some point you guys can meet up. I think he's in London now, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. But I will definitely let you know when I do send that. I think I still have your address, but I might even need that again. At this point, who knows? I have a few packages that need to go out by the time this is all over. I was hoping to wait for a second and see if Carolina Chris or Dayymares would jump in with us to say hello in the chat. So good morning, Kirk. Soul brother. Good morning to you, man. We're doing all right. Kate and I are up early, although they were up late last night, man. I was on the Tony Sanders channel for The Hunt. You're looking at the 5-time winner, 5 times in a row. I went from there and I talked to TK for a little bit at TK's Bat Cave. I jumped over there. And then I go to bed and I hear noise down the hallway and I go down there and who's in their bed reading books? Reading away on her Brian Azzarello Wonder Woman. I talked to him about those books, He was pretty funny.
I like the illustrations a lot.
That's Cliff Chang, I think, right? Yeah, Cliff Chang. He does great stuff. Good morning, Joey. What's up, man? Joe 4771 7771. All right, maybe we'll get this going here, Kate. 2 AOKs, Carolina Chris 26 and Dayymares. And the Dayymares one we could spend the day going through the Dayymares one. Paper Girls, says Drew Manchu. He's just shouting out comic books at this point, but I do love Paper Girls. It's a great read. Kevin is in here. 1-2 Comic Talk. Good morning. He just says Paper Girls. Paper Girls. So I'm going to go through this. This is the AOK from Carolina Chris 26. He sent this little note that says, I really hope you enjoy Supergirl is one of my favorites as well, because he knew you were reading Supergirl. He just wrote 2-6 because that's Carolina Chris's writing right there. And he gave you this whole batch of Supergirl books. So that includes issue 12. Issue 9, Supergirl, Lost Daughter of Krypton. That's a cool cover. Almost looks like a Turner style. But it's a nod to Frank Quitely. Sorry, Frank Quitely. Chang, did I say it wrong? Oh, that's why he does Paper Girl. He does, that's right. Here's issue 10. Look, she's just in her normal outfit, but she gets hit by a car and her costume comes flying out.
I've seen that one before. I don't think we have it, though.
We don't. No, these are all ones we don't have. Chris knew which ones we owned, and he sent us a whole other chunk of them. Look, versus Batgirl. This is Batgirl Cassandra Cain, the one who doesn't speak. She's like a mute. It's part of her like code of being an assassin. I think she just doesn't speak.
Huh.
Ooh,
does she speak at
creepy
her
costumes there? I don't know that she even she might. I think she has the power to speak. She just chooses not to. But if someone in the chat wants to tell me, I just noticed you're winning. Yes, I got some of my winning books behind me here. Hello. That one's a little fuzzy there. That's a little prettier. Steve Whiting is in the chat. No Good Comics is in the chat. Good morning, both of you guys. If you guys haven't noticed Drew Manchu's daily show over on the Comic Core, he's been doing these great like 30, 40-minute daily hot topic kind of shows. They've been great. So if you jump over to the Comic Core, you'll see Drew's face and all the great thumbnails he's been doing. But great, they're perfect on the rewind. You don't need the live chat or anything. You just play it and you hear some great comic talk. Oh, Pop-Pop's in the chat. Hello, Dad. Good morning. Versus Power Girl. Boob windows. Oh my gosh. Holy boob windows.
Supergirl's actually her. They're the same.
They're both Supergirl. Yeah, good call. Steve Whiting. These are from Carolina Chris 2-6. A little Supergirl AOK for Kate specifically. But we also have an insane Steve Whiting-esque AOK as far as just this massive size of this AOK from Dayymares, which is next. Kate had to help me yesterday with a little bit. So here's the last Supergirl book.
Orphan is a mute.
Issue 15. She is a mute. Okay. Orphan is a mute. But what about, okay, is that what they're calling Batgirl Cassandra Cain? Isn't Cassandra Cain the mute? The Batgirl who doesn't speak? Interesting day. Backseat driver, thank you. The boy who had sevens in the chat, and he is doing an auction in 30 minutes. I even posted the link to it in my community tab. So if you're watching this video and you can click over to where it says community, you'll see a link to take you to Matt's auction. The auction is for a community member who passed away recently, and to raise money to help that community member and his brother who is taking care of everything for that family. So please just check out the auction. You're probably going to find great books from really quality community members at a great price, and know that the money is going somewhere important. So like good on every possible conceivable level. She is mute and illiterate with social anxiety. That's Cassandra Cain.
The only reason I know the word illiterate is because it's in Gaston and
Yeah.
Beast.
Just found out I'm illiterate. Right?
Yeah, Josh Gad.
And this poster came with it. This Spider-Woman poster.
Whoa.
That's pretty awesome. She's got the little like web wings like Spider-Man's got in Homecoming. Right? Look at that. Thank you, Chris. You are awesome. Yes, there is couple gories too. We have a special comic gories today where we have husbands and wives, spouses and girlfriends and boyfriends teaming up to play comic gories. That's today as well. Sorry, forgot about that.
Are you going to play with Mom?
I didn't know that, Drew Manchu. She's known as Orphan ever since New 52. See, I'm just behind the times. I'm behind the times. I miss Rod. Hello, Rod. I miss Mr. Garrell and JP Budget Collecting. Hello, all you awesome people coming in here.
Matt said hi.
He said hi to you.
Yeah.
That's what matters most, right?
Sure.
People say hi to Kate.
Sure.
You're gonna get like 20 hi Kates now.
I know.
Okay, here we go. So this, yeah, thank you to Carolina Chris, and I put the link to his channel down below. His Instagram lately has been amazing. It was so good with cooking food. He's been doing.
Oh yeah.
He was cooking home fried chicken at home, and it looked so amazing that I'm like, Becky, we should do this. So my wife bought an entire chicken, and we're gonna carve it up today, and we're gonna try to fry our own chicken at home, just because of Carolina Chris. So I may need to make some videos as well, making my own.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Garrett says, "Where's my barbarian kung fu invite?" You have to be on the same camera. There's no social distancing allowed in couple gories. It's hard.
Gonna play couple gories with Mom?
I'm gonna referee.
Oh.
I'm gonna referee. Do my gig as a referee, man. So his fried chicken looked so good, and watching him cook it at home and shake it in, the flour and like, I was like, dude, we got to try this. So if I make a disaster of my kitchen this weekend, it's because of you, Chris. Love you, brother. All right.
No hard feelings. Okay.
None at all. This next AOK is all from Dayymares, and Dayymares is my buddy, right? I don't think my wife would know anything about my comics. I mean, she would be able to look through and just be like, this has a moon in it. Is it a moon cover? But she's not going to be like, ooh, we need to go and dig into this particular issue of Batman because there's a cool moon. She's not going to know any of that. So it's not quite the same as having a significant other who is interested in comics and knows, like, ooh, Daredevil has a lot of good red covers. I'm going to dive into the Daredevil box with, that kind of thing. They brought Babs back, fixed her spine, and Cassandra needed a new role. I figured that makes sense, Drew. Yeah, that makes sense. Slow cooked a pork tenderloin. Nice. Backseat is saying the same boat. Yeah. My wife enjoys comic. I mean, I went to bed last night. My wife and I talked about the MCU for like 40 minutes last night. Just like going through, because a friend of hers at work is doing what Perry is doing, which is watching them for the first time. Mm-hmm. She's got her Disney account and she's watching them for the first time. And she's asking us, like, what order should she go in? And she was originally told to go in chronological order based on the year that the movie takes place, which would mean you'd watch Captain America First Avenger first. You'd watch Captain Marvel second, because that's the 80s. And then you just basically would work chronologically. I think they have the Guardians of the Galaxy come earlier. And I said, don't do that. Yeah, exactly. That's bad. Go by the phases, Marvel phase 1, Marvel phase 2, Marvel phase 3, because the inside jokes are funnier when you know the backstory. And because they put those jokes in at certain spots, they work better.
Plus, you would know what the Tesseract was if you watched.
Right. Well, and the whole thing about Nick Fury's eye patch.
Exactly.
Is funnier in Captain Marvel if you've seen him talk about his eye patch stuff. I think the joke plays better.
Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye. It's like,
I think it's clever. I think it's funny. I know a lot of people hated it, but I thought it was fun, and I think it works better that way. But that's just me. So yeah, my wife appreciates the hobby, but that's about all I get out of it. Yeah. Too many spoilers, I agree. Okay, so sorry. This is from Dayymares, and he sent a whole bunch of stuff, including this. This is a certificate of authenticity that this is an original hand-drawn production animation drawing from the Alvin and the Chipmunks TV series.
Oh, it's their owner.
It's the owner. John. Is it John? No, what's his name? The owner of Alvin and the Chipmunks. So this came in a BAM box. So that is too cool, man. That is crazy, crazy cool, brother. So that is awesome.
Thank you.
Right? There's this poster, which is definitely going up in somebody's room.
That's mine.
That's the Bombshells version of Wonder Woman, right?
That's she like the Rosie Riveter.
Rosie the Riveter, sorry. Yeah, no, it's fine. This is an animation cell from Dennis the Menace.
Oh.
Because if you look, it's even got the like original sketch and then the animation cell that they used.
Is there a TV show of Dennis the Menace?
Dave is the dad. It says 1-2
Babe.
countertop.
Oh, there's a child coming.
I hear Charlie's awake. If
Mom.
if
Yeah,
you
it's
Charlie, if you'd rather eat breakfast, you can eat breakfast, or you can join us in our AOK this morning. We're opening the stuff from this is from Dayymares. You gotta scoot in a little bit. You gotta be right about here. You're gonna read, so people just get to see your shoulder. See, there's a little cute face. So yeah, this is awesome, dude. Thank you. I like the Iron Man shirt too. No good. This one, it's very comfy too. So this is all from Dayymares. You want to slide those over there, and then the last one from a BAM box. Also, this is a hand signed photo by the guy who does the voice of Beast Boy in Teen Titans. So he signed this like
wow.
Teen Titans card. Pretty awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that was all. That was just a little care package from Dayymares that came along with this amazing Flash AOK, which is why I picked the icon of Flash for this video. Charlie, I'm going to need you to move just a little bit. I don't want to crush you. So I wanted to. I'm extra cautious about packages arriving at the house here. So Kate helped me. Like, we threw away all the boxes, all the wrapping, and all that stuff just to be careful. And then I basically wiped off, and Kate wiped a few, every single bag and board, like the bags for every book with the disinfectant wipes. And that took a long time. And then I went through and retaped all the bags and boards nicely. This is the last time they'll.
OCD.
It's not OCD. Well, maybe it is.
You call it OCD.
This is the last time these books will be as clean and nice as they look right now before my daughters get them. I just wanted it to be on record. This box all came from Dayymares. All of those books came from Dayymares. And here's the crazy part, folks. Even if you think that's an insane AOK, and I do think that's an insane AOK, there's another box like this right there. 2 of these. Basically, almost a long box, like 2/3 of a long box, not more than a short box worth of comics. Yeah, holy guacamole. So these look nice and lovely now. Now, this box is exclusively the Flash, starting with issue 2. Oh, sorry, these are the annuals. There's a couple of annuals. There's issue 2 of this Flash run. I want to say this is from the early 80s. When they had this fun logo with the like streaking lines going through it. Issue 2, this box ends at issue 220 in the Jeff Johns run. Yeah, this is part of the Jeff Johns Rogue War run. Yes, you did, Rod. Yes, you did hear the word Flash. So this box is amazing, and a huge chunk of storylines. So like if I just pull out a chunk here in the middle, it's issue 98, 100, 111, 115, 116, 117, 128, 130, 32, 33, 143, 144, 145, like all these fun storylines. Here's a great reflective cover, The Quick and the Dead. Kate, you said you liked one. Which one?
The one with his face on it.
Oh yeah, this is part of the Grant Morrison run of the Flash. So there's like huge chunks of story here. And now my girls, they haven't read a ton of the Flash. They've read the Lightning Strikes Twice trade, and then the sequel was what? There's 2 trades though that you've read, right? So this is going to be like the ultimate reading list. Yeah, they want to read Wally. I want to read Wally West Focused Flash. Yeah, that's a good one. I only have 1 Flash book, says Hydra. I don't anymore. I had a small little thing of Flash, and now I've got a ton.
And now you've got a ton?
Well, yeah, I guess we're sharing. Can we share?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get. So, I mean, I'll go through the beginning here. That's issue 98. Sorry, I got them out of order now.
No.
I know. What's gonna happen to my mental state? Yeah, that goes there. Okay, so we've got annual number 2. Look, he's buried alive, Kate. Buried alive. That I think this is Wally West Flash. I agree. Sharing is caring. Let your dad enjoy them too. Annual number 3. All right, you want to hold those two?
Also, remember when I asked?
Issue 2.
Remember when I asked if there's 3 issues?
Those are annuals, which means they're like a special at the back. Then I've got issue 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. You could read whole storylines. It goes on. Here's 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. He is amazing. Dayymares has given us this amazing, amazing Flash AOK. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27,
and suddenly
28.
Flash Club.
Right. And then it skips a few. We get into some 40s, 41 through 43, and then some 50s. And then it does. But then it gets like in a big row of them. I think from like 140 all the way through to 220. It's like almost every single issue. There's a ton of them. And again, it's different runs. Mark Waid, Jeff Johns, Grant Morrison, like some great writers and their runs here. Sorry, you wanted to say something.
No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? You sure?
I remember when I said, is Dennis the Menace a cartoon?
Yes, it is.
Old Rule 65 said that it was a cartoon, I think. And I think that's what he said. Sorry.
Okay.
He said it a while ago.
Oh, okay. So this is all from Dayymares, and I don't even know how to thank him. Like, this is just absolutely crazy. And he mentioned something when we were playing Dungeons and Dragons offline. We're still doing this all offline, so that you can't watch any of it yet. But JP and Dayymares and myself and Big Will and Alec. Am I forgetting? I might be forgetting somebody. Oh, and Jason from Comics Misexplained. And so we've been like 4 hours a week almost. We've been getting together, 2 on Sundays and 2 on Thursdays. We've been playing like crazy. And he just mentioned it one day. Like, oh, do you girls read Flash? And so here's the other box, folks.
Oh my God.
And I put in a divider. Look how nice they all look. All organized. Please don't break my X-Men comics just to stretch.
I won't. Can you please catch them?
Let go. Get your hair down. Your hair's in the way. Break my X-Men comics, man. Sorry. So look, I put a divider in. These are all Flash. This is where it picked up right where you left off. 221, right? Yeah, 221 in the Jeff Johns run. That's a cool Captain Cold cover. And is that Zoom? I don't know who that guy is. Oh, he's like one of the fire. He's like a fire villain. It just picks up, man. It just keeps going. Here's 224. Now we're in the Williams the Third run, and it just goes and goes and goes. And then some. And then every once in a while you get like, here's the Dan Bilson Flash, the fastest man alive storyline. This is issue 1 of that. There's like 5 issues of that. Then there's the Jeff Johns Ethan Van Sciver run. That's a cool looking cover. Ethan Van Sciver is a talented artist, and he's a slightly crazy guy, but very talented artist. So there's that Rebirth storyline. There's Here's another Jeff Johns run, The Road to Flashpoint. It goes on and on and on. So this is smaller than a short box. These were the original boxes I used to store my comics in. I have short boxes now, and I'd say they're about that much longer. But definitely more. He sent more than a short box worth. We filled 2 of these, and I even pulled some out thinking, maybe I'll use this for the hunt with Tony Sanders at some point. Flash Rebirth is phenomenal, says Burke. And Burke's my man on this. And Burke, there is definitely some more. So here's Flash DC Rebirth Flash number 1 with Captain Cold. And here is the current run, the Williamson run, issue 59. So it goes all the way up to now. And this is from the New 52 run. So there's 15 issues from the New 52 run. Late 80s, early 90s. See? Yeah. It's just, it's crazy cool, man. This is the Manipul storyline that Francis Manipul did. This is issue 16. I mean, it's just on and on and on. So that's the New 52 storyline. There's Gorilla Grodd. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah, so Tony, I'm holding a couple of these, I think, for the hunt. But beyond just the Flash, now that was all the Flash to right here. This portion is other than the Flash, and that's kind of what I thought we could also go through a little bit as well, because I could just go through the Flash all day. And clearly, Kate's moved on and Charlie's moved on.
I'm sorry. I just want to read.
So I will go through a little bit of what else is here. Oh, Star Wars. I don't know that Kavi is in the chat right now. This is Star Wars issue 51 with a cool Millennium Falcon cover. Awesome. Here's a really nicely drawn Rey cover from Age of Resistance. Here's a Terry Dodson Luke Skywalker Age of Rebellion cover. Love Dodsons. They're so awesome. Here's the Poe Dameron cover for issue 26. Good morning to you, Big O. Yeah, my crew is they're here. The Star Wars character with the worst name award goes to Count Dooku. Come on.
I love that name. It's so weird.
It's so bad. It's so bad. I really don't know if he could have named it any worse. One of the cooler names, General Grievous.
Yes.
General Grievous is awesome, and that is a cool cover for Age of Republic. General Grievous. So I'll put the Star Wars books back. These are the ones the girls were pumped on when they saw me cleaning them, and I had to keep them a secret. So you girls ready to see some of these?
Yeah.
Charlie loves the Sum Sum covers, because here is a Sum Sum cover. Sum Sum number 1.
I think they're Tsum Tsum. But
Tsum Tsum. I don't know if it's a ooh or
or Tsum Tsum.
Count Dookie. I agree. It's just bad. It's just bad. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna say they're one and the same for me. They're just as bad. So that's a cool cover. You got Jane Foster, Spider-Man. You got Hulk. You got Vision, Ant-Man.
There's 2 Spider-Mans.
Yeah, and all the Tsum Tsums. You want to look at that one?
Tsum Tsum.
Here's another one with Spider-Man and his Tsum Tsum. Hitting him in the head, bonk.
Tsum Tsum.
Charlie was ready for these. Oh, okay. Then we got the Scotty Young covers.
Yes.
We got a whole bunch of Scotty Youngs. This is Secret Wars number 9 with a great Doom arguing with Mr. Fantastic over the Earth. That's hilarious. That's a great cover. You want that one? Then we've got the A-Force number 1 variant edition for the Secret Wars storyline. So you got all the ladies in Medusa's hair. Trapped in Medusa's. I love, here you got Mohawk Storm up in the corner. That's a great one. We love a good Scotty Young cover over here. Hello, Nerd Jam Room. What's going on, man? This is a Squadron Supreme cover by Scotty Young. He looks like he's carrying away their swimming pool. And there is a dog. I do see a dog.
I wonder
funny.
how we would draw a donkey.
There it is. Oh, here's another Tum Tum cover.
Tsum
Tsum, sorry. I'm bad at this.
Tsum better than Tsum Tsum.
It's definitely the best Storm. What are you talking about? Of course, Kirk. Everybody agrees. There's no better Storm than Mohawk Storm. Here's Starbrand and Night Mask. Looks like they're getting off the school bus. I like that Iron Man has like a metal backpack. That's pretty funny.
Can I see?
Oh, okay. So that's the Scotty Young covers.
He gets that one.
This is Sparkle Comics #5. This looks like maybe a reprint of a Golden Age book. I don't know anything about it, but it's a 10-cent comic. I can't imagine that it's an actual Golden Age book. I'd have to open it up and take a look. Right. That looks like an oldie. Then we got some Batman and Ra's al Ghul. G.I. Joe Special Missions #1. Green Arrow #40. That's a great cover. Nice little foil. Green Arrow #45. I don't know if you can see the foil as well, but it does do some cool stuff. Rod, here's a Martian Manhunter #1. I know Rod was reading this run. My man Rod. Then we've got these flashed me back, and they will flash all of you back. Look at this. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at those Batman Dark Knight multicolors. Look at that, Kate. Psychedelic. I should probably split them up so that you guys can see the colors a little better if they're not right next to each other. Because this one on the end is supposed to be like a lime green, not a yellow. That's the yellow, the one in the one by my finger there. So this is not coming out very green in the camera there. Maybe if I just held that one up by itself. Yeah, that one looks just straight yellow. That's weird. Sorry about that. But those flash me back for sure. Now, these are the ones I know Kate's going to be pumped on. Fantastic Four, the wedding special. There's the wedding of Alicia and Ben Grimm. So there you go.
Can I see?
Can she see it? I've got the wedding special for Colossus and Kitty Pryde, which I have this issue already, but they can read this one.
You can split them.
A copy of Bone issue #2 by Jeff Smith, and my girls know their Bone. They love that comic. DC did a whole month of foils. October 2018. Nice. Wow. City of Bane, Batman 82. Which I think I might be missing this issue, so I might just put that in the run I've got of Batman. There's some Detective Comics issues 973 and 971, which I've never in my life read Detective Comics. I've owned a few of them, but I've never read an issue of Detective Comics. And I hear, obviously right now, that it's the better one to read. Somebody was mentioning Batman and Superman yesterday. It might have been TK Batcave. So this is issue 1 of the newer run, Batman, Superman. And then Justice League versus Suicide Squad #1. Whoa. So some of the more recent stuff. Love how your kids are into comics. Yeah, I agree. It is a parenting win. So now I've got The Tick is the last storyline. Issue 0 ticks back, and that is ticks back. Issue 1 and issue 4 of The Tick. So they can try out some of that storyline as well. This is, as for those arriving late, this is all the second box of 2 this size from Dayymares, who gifted my girls an insane amount of good reading. As you just saw, there's some great thises and that's, some little this and that kind of books, and then an insane epic collection of the Flash, where my girls can read all kinds of good Flash storylines and just yeah, I'm blown away by it. No good. It's just such an incredible AOK. And Tony, good morning. I hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for having me on last night, Tony. I appreciate it, brother. That was a whole lot of fun. Whew. That was a lot of books, man. Robert, the G-Spot Galvin is in the chat, and he had a show yesterday, and I'm sorry that I missed it, but I'm watching the replay. I watched the first chunk of it this morning, and I'll finish it up a little later today, but he had a packed audience, man. They were just, people were in that chat, man. It was booming. So thank you, Dayymares. This is crazy. Is that your watch beeping? You hear it? Beep, beep, beep. Is it on the table in the kitchen, I think? Beep, 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 beep. C. Woodard and Chad from the Comic Corps. Good morning, guys. I was just going through wrapping up. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. JP Budget Collecting is quoting in our offline D&D game. Daymare said, I'm going to send a couple of things to John and his girls. Like, I got his address. Yeah. I got some Flash books. You girls read Flash? They should check it out. I got some Flash books. And he filled 2 boxes this big full of comics.
Thank you.
One of them, only Flash. This is volume 2, I believe, the Wally West stuff. From issue 2 through to, I think the highest numbered issue we got was 246. Then that's in the Burnett run. After Johns and Wade and Morrison, which we have a ton of all those guys. This is all Flash plus that other box, the same size. And then he said all these comics and a whole bunch of fun like animation cells and stuff. Just unbelievable stuff. Really, really cool. And to start this whole thing started off with Carolina Chris sending Kate a little stack of Supergirl books as well, which was just too awesome. Of course, I linked in the chat both of their channels down in the description, sorry, for the video. So you can go over there and sub them up and check them out. But I just wanted to say thank you to those guys. My girls have only read 2 trades of Flash ever from the current Rebirth Williamson run. Lightning Strikes Twice is the first trade, I think. I can't remember the name of the second trade off the top of my head. So this is a whole other exposure to this character, which is going to be just crazy awesome. And I'm definitely going to be reading some of these myself. Thank you guys for coming by. We didn't really get to many reviews this morning, but we need to wrap up because in 2 minutes over on the Boy Who Had Sevens channel, they're doing that amazing charity auction. And it starts at 9 o'clock my time, noon Eastern, on the Boy Who Had Sevens channel. And I've tagged it in my community tab here on my channel. So if you go over, click community, the #1 thing is going to be the Boy Who Had Sevens charity auction to help the family of old man gamer Chris. So go over there, get some great books at great deals, and support the community because it's just too awesome. Yeah, way to go. Yeah, Carolina Chris, and then this is all Dayymares. So those 2 guys definitely went above and beyond. And a few of these books are going to be, the ones I didn't show, are going to be definitely, I'm going to be bringing to the hunt in 2 weeks to defend my title for the 6th, going for my 6th win in 2 weeks. So thank you so much, guys. Whew. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a great, great day. Oh, JP is dropping a link in the chat. That's Matt's channel. Awesome. Thank you, JP. So it's right there. You can just go over and support it. I'm just going to have it on all day. I'll be in that chat listening and maybe bidding on a couple of things as well. Thank you, Sanimation. Much appreciated. So check it out. The Boy Who Had Sevens channel. He said, your girls are so beautiful. They're sleepy, they're hungry, and they're interested in reading comics. Sound good? Does that sound good, Chuck? So I hope to see you all on his channel. Wolf Warner, yeah, peace out. Good to see you, Wolf. Take it easy, guys. Have a good day, and I'll be on the Boy Who Had Sevens channel after the auction later today, so you can catch me again over there. Bye, guys.